We are live. Ladies
No, I gotta get you an intro, man.
What? Oh, yeah,
I gotta
dude.
make you an intro.
An intro would be good, like a little
That'd be epic.
little intro countdown thing. I definitely need to learn how to do that.
What if I
What's
was
up?
like picking my nose or something?
Well, I mean, people would have gotten some extra show, man. They would have found some other green rocks that you're not afraid of. Mm. What's up, ladies and gentlemen and ladies? This is Clout Goblins. We're on episode 3.11. Oh, we're gonna hit the pie episode soon, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Holy shit!
We
will
eat
be
pie
doing
on pie episode.
what kind of pie?
What's your
Nah,
favorite
I can't eat that kind of pie on YouTube. Can't eat it on Rumble either. So the fur pie is out. Rob, what is up?
Subscribe to Cam's OnlyFans and find out.
Yeah. Wait, how did you know about that?
I have my ways. I can meme anything.
I did not know you were into trans bestiality like that. Interesting.
Hey, man, if it gets me assets, I'll use it. No worries.
Hey, content's content, right? If it's getting views.
Things I do for me.
Oh. Right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hopping on. This is, again, it's Clout Goblins 311. We're
Hail, Robert. Hail, what does it say? Goblins is?
Goblins.
Goblins is.
Yes,
Scummer Lord,
like
Hair Pie. Thank you. Hail to you. And the Front Porch Conservative. Hail, man. I saw a tweet saying you got 300 subs on your YouTube. Congratulations, mate.
Congrats, sir.
Keep growing the fellowship. And everybody who's watching, if you haven't checked out Front Porch, you really should, because he does a really good show. Force Mommy. What is up? It's my favorite trans candidate. Holy shit. For people who don't know, Force Mommy is a fucking badass, haughty libertarian candidate in Colorado who is pissing off all the right people. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you
don't
for
know
trying to make the state I live in nicer. I appreciate you.
Well, wait a minute. What area are you in?
I'm in the South.
I don't remember. Force Mommy, where are you at?
I'm in the
what district are you in?
I'm guess you could say I'm in the Springs.
I can't remember what part of Colorado she's in.
She's in Arvada.
Arvada, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, thank you. This place is turning into a very expensive place to live. So if you make it a better place, I'm all for you.
Arvada is near Denver, so she's apparently way more north than you.
Yeah, it's probably about where I have to work every day.
Yeah. Guys, this is gonna be kind of a chill stream. Like I said, it's gonna be we're gonna talk about a little bit of personal stuff, open up a little bit, let our feelings out. We're gonna.
Nobody told me you were into this gay shit, and now I'm on the stream. All right, dude.
Hey, it's fag shit, not gay shit. Come on. Yeah, I got to get in touch with that little boy who was touched multiple times. Okay. Jeez. No, it's we're just gonna open up a little bit. We're gonna talk about a couple different things. We're gonna talk about what's going on with the shop. Talk about something I've found weird with my personal troubles and dealing with the county courts around here. And then we're going to talk about Tim Pool's cancellation. He had a trans guest slated for Culture War podcast, which is his non-news show that he does, where he just finds people who are part of the Culture War and talks with them for a couple hours. But
Yeah, he's never reached out to me, so you know what? He's not actually fighting a culture war.
Hey, dude, I'm a mostly straight white guy with kids who follows the law most of the time, and he's not having it. Not having it. I don't get it. I bring such a dearth of experience and multicultural diversity. Don't understand. Yeah, of course, joined by Mr. Crash Mondo Jr. How are you doing, sir?
I am good, sir. Very good.
Yeah.
Got my PC back. I mean, obviously, people here don't know what happened, but there was a storm during the past week, and when the power went out, my computer would not come back up. I now have a UPS to prevent said damage from happening again. But that was
dude, I'm terrified of my computer getting fried because I'm a broke motherfucker. And I do the worst possible thing. I leave my computer on like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ever turn it off. Which I don't know. Some people say it doesn't really matter as long as your computer's cooled properly and you maintain it like it's supposed to be.
Do you have a tower or a laptop?
Tower.
So it might be better. It might be fine for the tower. I know laptops have a problem if you leave them constantly running and plugged in.
Dude, laptops. To this day, I've still not found a laptop that doesn't fucking cook my balls like boiled eggs whenever you leave it on.
Yeah, mine reaches like mine is like I don't know if you guys can hear it, but like I had to turn down the mic because I have a fan for it. Otherwise, it would overheat and crash on me.
That's fucking nuts, dude. That's why Towers PC Master Race, man.
Well, you know, Meta PC, you can always reach out to me.
Hey, and Gary, hey, Meta's got Gary on there now, so any day.
Yo, a Legion stamp on the side of a Meta PC would blow my freaking mind.
Hey, dude, give it time. Any day.
Baby steps.
And of course, we've got No Green Rocks on here. He is the head of the Legion of Memers, the best fucking meme crew on Twitter, on the internet, anywhere around. They've got an awesome show on Saturdays. That is is it 1?
It's 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Wherever you're located, use that as your base.
Yeah. So Force Mommy's got a 2:00 show now she can check out with a bunch of meme lords.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're in Colorado, hit me up. I would be happy to help you make memes and content. So, you know, just let me know. My DMs are always open.
I actually need to send Forest Mommy some stuff, but I guess that'll bring us to the first little thing. Like, I'm not very happy with my t-shirt producer because they have not been doing their fucking job. And I'm getting pretty pissed. But the thing that really pisses me off is we've got good quality shirts. We've got a print method now that destroys the last print method. Like, hold on. I'm going to grab a shirt. So, with the old print method, we had... So, I got this shirt for Florida, which was the end of October last year?
Yeah, it was right before Halloween.
Yeah. Okay, so the old print method, you can see where the neckline, like that is fading.
Oh yeah, that's what I didn't like. I actually got shirts from Tim Pool, and they're all now faded.
Yeah, with this new print method, you never have to worry about that. It will not wash off like that. It will not chip, will not fade. It'll stretch with the fabric and go right back in place. It's basically the shirt because of how it binds.
So basically what you're saying is if I get the shirt, I can eat as much as I want and it will still stay.
Yeah, and she can squirt all over it too. And it'll be fine. It might bleed the shirt a little bit, but
Hey, that's just bragging then.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, like it's extreme. It's crazy tech, and it works very well. The shirts are awesome. They're Vela canvas. They're tri-blend. They're super soft, super comfy. It's an independent market, and they also are big free speech guys, so they don't care what's on your shirt. You can literally say "fuck, dick, ass, and pussy" with pictures of dildos vibrating all over it, and they won't care. They will print it, but they're just not fulfilling orders because people are just being lazy, and it sucks because I don't want I don't want to keep ruining my reputation and getting pissed off people coming at me because they're not doing their job. So now I'm at this crossroads. It's like I've given them a deadline, and if they can't meet it, I'm gonna have to walk away from it for a while because I don't want to let people down, especially when it's out of my control. And even then, it's not even the fact that it's out of my control. It's just I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, even if it's
No,
not
I get
on
that.
me. I when I say something is going to be done, I want it to be done because that's the thing you should do and what everyone should do. And there are a lot of startup companies and businesses and shit. They don't give a fuck. Like it's some kid just doing airdrop shit and probably doesn't give a fuck. He'll make some money and just start a new one the next day. And like this is something I want to build and maintain and make into something not just for me but for the community too, because Gary and them and the other personalities that are in that circle, they're they're garnering a base, and it keeps growing every day. And a lot of people say, it's just bullshit. It's just people bitching about culture. It doesn't matter. Like, nah, dude, you don't understand how important this culture stuff that they blow off, how important it is, because culture dictates everything. And damn it, man, it just that's why I wish I was rich so I could just have my own. I wouldn't have to worry about shit. I could just but yeah, that's where I'm at with that. It's
No, I get it. It's frustrating, I don't have like merch or anything, but when I do cover shows and everything, getting it out before the show is over is the key.
mm,
You want whatever you make or whatever you do to be on time. If you can't
yeah.
count on that, you have to find alternative sources in order to do so.
Like for the Vegas meetup a couple weeks ago, and for Chrissy's shows out there at the beginning of the month, I had to ride their asses like every day. Like, hey, where's this at? Where's this at? Let's get it going. When is it going to be there? And I had this order set up almost 2 months before the event, and then I'm like, hey, is this getting done? It's getting done. Yeah, we're working on it. It's going to be done. We're going to get it there. 2 weeks before the show, hey, we need the address for this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've already given it. Like, it's just little shit like that, and it's really pissing me off. And I met with him last Thursday, and one of the upper management guys told the the rep, like, well, we can get these late orders. We can get them caught up by Monday, right? And just kind of like that. Hey, you better get this done. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So gave him all details again. But this is shit I've already been going over with him for weeks now, well, actually months, because ever since this person stepped in, it's been a fucking nightmare. And it doesn't look like all the international orders that were late should have already left. And it doesn't look like they've been sent out. So if shit's not done by Tuesday, then I'm just gonna have to pull the trigger. I can't fuck around with this shit anymore. I've got a lot of other shit going on that needs my undivided attention for the next little bit.
No, I get it, man. You're running a business, and if people can't respect that, you're gonna have to find somebody who can respect it.
Yeah, that's it.
Paid late, right? Like they don't want their money not coming in for months and months. And how do you feel about not getting a product?
Yeah, like one of the things that I think too, because they have major accounts, like they work with WWE, they do Jimmy Buffett, they do big concerts. Then like the third largest big box store. Imagine Walmart, but it's not that name. And like they have massive accounts, and I'm wondering if they're like, well, this is just some little independent thing. Who gives a shit? And that's not, to me, that's not how you run fucking business, dude. You don't take something on if you can't do your job. Like if I couldn't fulfill, if I was in that position and it's like we've got too much, we just can't do this. We're gonna have to bite the bullet on this and let them know. Not keep stringing it along like, oh, we'll get it next week. We'll get it next week. We'll get it like, dude, just bite the bullet, man up, be honest, and set a serious expectation, and quit dicking around with it. Like, it's just pissing me off because, uh, and it's not a ton, but it's enough. Like, I don't want to see one email from someone saying, "Hey, this is wrong." Like that. And that comes from where I used to supervise a major manufacturing plant, and I had shit like that was a very tightly ran ship. And the whole time I was in that position, we had the best production team in the plant. And it wasn't hard. It's just you have to keep your checks going. You have to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Your orders are good, everything's planned out, you got your game plan, you execute, and you get the shit done. And yeah, it sucks sometimes because fucking work sucks sometimes, but you gotta fucking do it. Especially if you want to build anything and make it worth a damn for later down the road. Uh, yeah, that's I'm mostly just bitching, guys. It's but anybody out there too, like this is something you need to think about. Like everyone's like, small bit, it's be easy to start, but nah, it's easy to start one, but maintaining it, like that can be a pain in the ass if you've got people who are fucking around. Which is why people who give Eric July all the shit that they do, like Eric, he was going above and beyond because he was emailing people when the smallest little thing was happening that affected a portion of the orders that he was taking care of. And I guarantee Eric's got a really good crew that
I can guarantee it too. I know people who work for him.
He's got the best customer service I've ever dealt with, honestly.
Exactly.
I've had a couple of trouble tickets in getting orders, but they keep following up with you, making sure. It's just like, okay, did that fix the issue? No? Okay, let me talk to the tech. Let's get it worked out. And it's like late in the evening. It's like post-dinner. It's just like they didn't go home at, I mean, maybe they're doing it remotely. I don't know, but they're still working at like 7 o'clock. Getting emails from Sheep Cidian to help me get the Ultramat cover that got, the special edition one.
Shout out to Sheep Cidian. He's sending me his extra Switch. So, I mean, Sheep is one of my favorite people. He's a good dude. I'm on the midweek hump with him. If you guys haven't seen that, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I have to check it out.
Yeah.
But that's a very good example of the type of shit I'm talking about. Like, I'll get a email from a customer. I'll find the problem for whatever. Like, I've had a couple where they ordered 2, but they only got 1. And I'll email the guy. I'll be like, hey, here's the order number. This was the order. He ordered 2. The order shows 2. The invoice shows 1. We need to get him the other shirt. Like shit, and then I'll get an email back like, all right, we got it, it's taken care of. And then so maybe this is my fault, but like I assume when someone says it's taken care of, it's going to be taken care of. And now I know that that shit is not true at all. And that doesn't make for a successful future with anything, whether it be a business relationship, a personal relationship, or a romantic relationship. If you can't do your shit, you're gonna fucking fail.
Well, yeah, you got to treat this like it's like life or death, because if you don't, it's gonna fail. And that's why I work so hard at what I do, is because I do treat it as if, everything depends on it. And if you're going to be callous about other people's demands, then what right do you have to, be providing your service?
Well, it's like a relationship with someone you love, but they're just a strain on the relationship every day, and they're not trying to do anything to fix it. They just keep giving you that, it'll be different next time. It's just that same old shit. Like, seriously, like this does relate to other things. Like, and I've been in those types of relationships where it's like something happens, you guys try to fix it, you get it fixed, you go on, it comes up again, and it's just a repeating cycle. And eventually, you just got to be like, no matter how much you care about that person, if the person isn't going to change, you're not going to change them. Like they're the ones who have to come up on their end, and they have to do their part, because just like with the person, a business, if they're not taking something seriously and the person's not doing the job they're supposed to do, you can't make them do, well, to a degree, you can't make them work harder. They're either going to or they're not. And especially since it's a third party, that's a big thing too. Like, being a third party is the pain in the ass, and which is why, like, I'm always more comfortable when I'm in charge of it, because I know exactly what needs to happen. I know exactly where everything stands. I don't have to guess what's going on. And yeah, anyway, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like when I have a bit of money, I can order my own merch. I kind of expect it to be like, hey, I ordered this a couple weeks ago. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, I'm just beating a dead horse. Oh man, Crash. Let's go ahead and get into what you were.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I used to be a very big Tim Pool fan.
Oh, I'm gonna push it back even a little bit further. Let me share this, because it's just one more thing in a string of things I've been noticing. Like the topic has just been coming up a lot. This is just a couple of weeks ago, Zuby. Like I don't think he would make this statement unless he's just been observing it, right? And I don't know, it kind of strikes me a bit, just a little bit about myself. I am currently going through the struggles of low T. I mean, my T is normal now. I'm having to go cycle through medication. And it has helped. And sadly, it's looking like I may be stuck cycling that medication on and off for like permanently, but I'm hoping not. I'm trying to do my own research and look for alternatives that will help stabilize it while I'm on the off part of the cycle. But yeah, like earlier this week, or I guess it was just 2 days ago, right? Like it wasn't even that long ago. Tim had Kelly Cadigan, who is a fully transitioned, trans woman, who's gotten a little bit of notoriety just because, even though she started transitioning at the age of 15, she stands against transitioning for children or minors in general. And so that gets her a lot of flack on the left. But she's also just starting to find that she's getting a lot of flack from the right as well. And I mean, and then some of it's warranted toward, but yeah, so she ended up canceling over the whole calling her well, she calls it a neo-vagina, right? It's an inverted penis and kind of shoved into the pelvis. I don't know how all that works.
It's pretty much that. They corkscrew your penis into your abdomen.
Right. And so Tim, I don't remember what his tweet said, but it's something along the normalization of trying to convince men to have sex with an open wound or something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, it was damn it. I'll look it up while you're talking.
You have to remember the way Tim tweets. He's mimicking Michael Malice, so he's looking for a degree of controversy every time he tweets.
Right, and then he got it, and because I can kind of understand why she would take offense to it. You know, everything Tim said was absolutely true, but then she got. And this is where I pull it into like the whole low T conversation. I think obviously, and I think a lot of people would agree, she got a bit over emotional and just canceled on the trip to get to be on the podcast. And I know there've been accusations that maybe she just planned it the entire time. I don't think that's the case. I really just do think that she's just extra moody, and I think that it's the result. I just had this thought. It's just like, oh, you know what? All these trannies are on hormone replacement therapy. What is it doing to their mood? Because I can relate, like, just having a bit too much irritability, a bit too much anxiety, and just canceling plans altogether for a weekend. And I feel bad for doing that. But it'll mess with you, like, emotionally. And sometimes you don't even realize. So for all the guys that are watching this, if you've never gotten your T checked during your annual blood work or whatever, do it. Just make sure that you're there, because a lot of times you don't know that you're not normal until you feel normal. Until you get it checked, you don't know what normal feels like again until you've gotten it back to normal. It is a huge difference. I couldn't believe it when my T levels finally got back to normal with the first cycle of the meds. It was like night and day. It's not just your mood. It's your ability to work out. You do not recover very well, if at all, from working out if your T levels are too low. In fact, it just becomes extra painful. You start getting injured more, and it becomes kind of this chicken and egg thing. Like, because exercise helps build your T levels, but if your T levels are low and you can't recover, then then how are you supposed to carry on with exercise, if that makes sense? I don't know, just my thoughts. And I'm kind of just pulling this out to the some of the other things we see from the left as well. I mean, it's kind of a joke, but I think that there's a lot of reality there with the beta soy boy phenomenon. You know, it's a bit of a meme. We make fun of the leftists, but there's a bit of truth there in how they behave. Just follow the redheaded libertarian and look at her threads on one of the days where she says, "I have once again angered the male feminists." And you'll see it.
Well, another thing too is that just the types of consumption that we're used to nowadays, as far as food, what we buy, what we eat, a lot of things do affect our hormones and their balance, especially with microplastics and the what is it, the PFAS chemicals?
I'm not sure.
I think they're called the PFAS chemicals or something, PFAS something, but like microplastics basically that induce more estrogen production.
Also, I believe just having a bit higher body fat percentage in America, where we have like a bit of an obesity epidemic, that also will affect your hormone levels. It's another reason why exercise helps to regulate that.
Yeah, well, and that I mean, it's not just the microplastics. It's so everyone talks about this whole gluten thing and gluten allergies, and it's really just carbs and sugar, man. Like, A lot of people think that carnivore's really bad for you, or go into a more keto diet or caveman diet type life, and they forget evolution for humans takes hundreds of thousands of years, and we haven't been eating bread and grains that long. It's only a few thousand years. That's not a long enough time period for our bodies to accept that kind of digestion on normally. And it absolutely, I'm sorry, but you can see where carbs and sugar are causing disease. Look at the amount of obese people in America now, and it's all because of that. It's overindulgence. And the type of food they eat. Like, you can overindulge on meat all day, and it's not gonna. It will be nowhere near as detrimental as vegging out on fucking bread and donuts all day.
Well, it's hard to overindulge on meat because the other thing is that it makes you feel full, whereas the empty carbs and sugars actually just drive your hunger.
Yeah, well, it's because your body doesn't have to break it down as much as it does the meats and the proteins and the raw vegetable starches and stuff like that. Like, when your body has to break down fat for energy instead of just breaking down a simple sugar, like granulated sugar, like when you eat just sugar, it literally just goes in your bloodstream and it's there, it's ready, your body's going to burn it. And if it's not burning it, when you eat all that and you've got an overabundance of it, what's it going to do with it? It's not going to flush it out of your kidneys, which it tries to, which causes a lot of issues with kidneys and diabetes and your extremities. But it stores it as fat. That's why you get fat, because you've got more sugars for energy than you actually need, and your body will absolutely store all that. It's not glycolysis. It's I can't remember the physiological name for it, where your body turns the sugar into a fat and for storage. But yeah, eating meat, like, your body has to do so much to break that down, but it is so nutrient dense. That's why your body feels more full with it, because you don't burn through it nearly as fast as you do a powdered donut.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to make me some cheese fries, so I'm not sure how well that's gonna digest. But you know what? I gotta splurge every now and then. But I actually have to go cook that right now. But Cam, I hope everything works out for the t-shirt stuff. Keep me appraised so I can
man.
do what I gotta do. Crash, it was nice hanging out with you again.
Yeah, great to have you on as always.
Of course, man. And if you guys are a fan of Cam, go to Flagrant Triggers and help him out. Get some shirts, get some merch, get something. That's how you can help. Or if you can't afford anything, go retweet and give a shout out to him, because helping out small creators is important, especially people who are really out there to help this community. So.
And hey, it's not just me you're supporting. If you do get something, it goes to those creators too. Like,
yeah,
all the creators I work with, they get a portion of their sales too. They are compensated for what they're doing as well. And if you can't, like you said, if you can't buy anything, you can check out our channels. Go check out those other creators' channels. Check out Legion of Memers. Check out Chrissy. Check out Ronan. Check out Nerdy Ronan. Lila. Crypt Daddy. Me. X-Ray, of course. X-Ray. Jeez. Mark.
Yeah, we got a few party of Vocalista County.
Listen, I gotta go. Somebody's at my door.
All right, man. See you, dude.
All right, bye-bye.
Later. Yeah, like, there needs to be a major change to diet for us, like, as far as the country. And some people say, "Oh, we should do it worldwide." Well, there are a lot of places that they still have to hunt and gather for sustenance. Like you go to Africa, they are there's a reason those people are lean or extremely malnourished. It's because they don't have enough food. But oh god, have you watched that Rogan episode with what's his name? It's an Asian guy. He went off with this remote tribe, and every single day they go out and they hunt for hours for baboons.
Oh wow, no, I've not seen that.
And yeah, like these dudes are just straight ripped animals, man. They're fucking jacked. He's like they can run for hours. They just run all day, and like they don't break a sweat. And they'll hunt. They literally hunt down their food, and it's absolutely great for you because once your body gets to breaking down fats too, fats are very essential for reproduction of cells and repairing your body or any damage that occurs, building up tissues again. And whenever you're back on that path, you build back healthier, you build back stronger. Your energy levels are a lot better. You're more balanced. You're not always hungry. You're not always thirsty. You have better foot. Like everything improves. I don't think there's anything that doesn't improve if you're not eating like a fucking land whale.
Anyway.
So yeah, speaking of tea, like so last time I got mine checked, it was at $4.99, which is a little bit low.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
And I actually want to get mine. I want to get a supplement or something because I don't want to go into the next 10 years with just ever declining tea. And tea is for testosterone. That stuff that comes out of the testes. Well,
right. I've learned a lot just through this experience of how all that works. Like my particular case seems to be an issue with my hypothalamus in the brain. Hypothalamus signals the pituitary gland signals the testicles, and the testicles produce testosterone. But then the testicles also, I think it's a byproduct or somewhere that some of the estrogen that we have, and that serves as like a feedback circuit to the hypothalamus, which then kind of keeps it regulated so that you're not just so that your T doesn't skyrocket well above what you need.
Yeah,
and of course it goes. It's also just down regulating down to, because I mean it's supposed to go down as the day progresses, and then when you sleep you recover it, and it should be back to your normal level at the in the morning.
And that's why a lot of trans people who take these hormone replacements, they really fuck up their body because when they're injecting these chemicals into themselves to give themselves more of a hormone that they don't produce, what happens is, like you said, your body mostly runs on negative feedback loops. Like it'll produce, and when it hits a certain signal, it'll stop. It'll cut itself off. It's like, all right, we're at the levels we need, or we've passed the threshold. We need to stop producing. Well, when they're pumping and pumping and pumping, it's bypassing that feedback loop, and instead of the corresponding organ producing the chemical that it needs to, it just doesn't produce anything. And when that happens, you get atrophy. And when the atrophy happens, there's a chance that shit will never work again.
Yeah.
Or be severely diminished in what it can produce, which is why, like SSRIs, that's why people who get off of SSRIs are fucked most of the time. Whenever they're more depressed, they're less functional, they have more thoughts of alt F4ing in Minecraft on themselves. It's people don't pay attention to that because have you seen that little interview with Tom Cruise from, I think it was like the morning show a long time ago? He was talking about that. He's like, they were talking about, well, what if you have a chemical imbalance? You need these drugs to help it. And he's like, that's not a chemical imbalance. He's like, and he's telling the truth. He's like, the reason you get depressed, the reason you get angry, the reason you have X, Y, or Z feeling is because your body is trying to adjust to something it just went through or is going through. And it is a natural occurrence for you to be depressed, for you to get angry, for you to be happy. And you figure out your body will regulate itself and you'll get through that. If you start introducing a bunch of chemicals for a quick fix, you're not doing anything to improve the situation. That's why you see a lot of people who just they're so detached from what the reality of like anatomy is, like male and female. I'm sorry. Yeah, and that's one thing about Tim. Like, you know how Tim always harps on he's just using the factual language?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things he talks about with female transgender is or male to female, whatever you want to call it. Dude wants to become a chick, or tries to, or thinks he can.
Wants to LARP as a woman.
Yeah. The LARP. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Tim is actually 100% fucking wrong when he argues that I don't go to the extremes like conservatives do and call it mutilation. No. I call it what it is. It's child sex change surgery. He's fucking wrong. I'm sorry, but what sex are they being changed to? They're not, because you can't. You cannot change someone's sex. You are literally surgically mutilating someone to pretend that they are now the opposite sex.
Exactly. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's entirely cosmetic. Well, that's why this kind of hit me with the whole Kelly thing, that the male to female transitioners don't they still need testosterone, even no matter how long that they've it's been since they've transitioned. I've also wondered, like, if that's the reason why. Now, granted, I don't know her personally, but I'm thinking about Blair White. She seems pretty chill, but from what I understand, she's not on the hormones, and she still has her testicles intact because, as she said, she still wanted the ability to reproduce. She didn't want to sterilize herself, so she didn't go the entire way. And it feels like, I get it's anecdotal and it's not solid scientific evidence, but it's just an observation that I've made, that is like, she's getting her, well, he, she, whatever, the pronouns are going to fuck everybody up, right? But the Blair's T levels are at least closer to normal than any other late stage trannies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's a boon for her mental health.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You can't escape your biology. Like, no matter what your surgeries, whatever chemicals and pills you're putting into your body or injections, your biology is still going to win out one way or another, or it's going to punish you.
Yeah. Well, I'm willing to bet that what the hell is Caitlyn Jenner probably doesn't go crazy with the hormones either. I mean,
did Caitlyn? I actually struggle to call her Caitlyn because it's always just Bruce to me. But did Caitlyn get bottom surgery?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the Bruce bits are still intact.
Jen Brucer. The heck, good night. Let's see. Mountain Dew. Does Mountain Dew lower T? Like, I think that.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Wasn't it one of? I think it was one of the food coloring additives that they had.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah. I remember that from a long time ago. It was like yellow something. It's a yellow and a number. One of the yellow food dyes, I think, was linked to hormonal imbalance, perhaps.
Yellow 5. Yellow 5 is fucking terrible for people.
Do they still put that in Mountain Dew? Did that change with that coming out? I was curious. I don't. You're drinking it.
Oh yeah, it's totally still in there. Oh yeah, like soda is absolutely my biggest problem. Like if I stop drinking soda, I would
It'll change your life. I gave up soda about a year and a half ago, like entirely. Like I wouldn't even do mixed drinks with it anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think it's just been a vast improvement. And, I mean, just thinking about how much soda I used to drink when I was trying to drop some pounds. I'm not like obese or anything, but I am just a little bit overweight. I just happen to carry it very well. But I mean, the first step I did was just drop soda. Like 2 cans is like 300 calories of sugar a day.
Yeah.
Like that'll just make it. I mean, it just makes it a ton easier, at least in my mind. And I get that it can be a bit addictive. I don't know. I guess I didn't have much trouble dropping it, honestly. And well, the one time I tried to drink it, like 6 months after the fact, just once I figured out what the hell, I couldn't drink it because it's my taste buds adjusted.
Yeah.
It's just too sweet now.
If I get back on a regular like walking and like light exercise routine, soda will be a lot easier to stop. The only I can't honestly I get worried about doing a pure good healthy diet because of the last time I went hardcore with it, I ended up in the hospital a few days later because every time I try to go clean, and it stresses my pancreas to try to break down those fats that much more and all that protein. It does not get it's not happy fun times. So I definitely need to start drinking more water. I guess I mean it's just one of those things I'm gonna have to fill out and see like where the line is.
Yeah.
Like I know it sounds like a shitty excuse, but I mean I don't know what else. Like my pancreas is a piece of shit, and it's been a third of it's cut off, so I kind of my lipase it's well below normal. Like it's in the single digits most of the time, unless unless I have pancreatitis, and then I'll get to like 17. But yeah, that diet plays a big role in it, and then well, like for you, like it's absolutely different than what most people with low T why they have it. Like you seem to have a physiological issue. Most people who have low T just don't take care of themselves.
Yeah, and that's fair. I mean, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know what the cause is for my low T or what started it. If it's just the conglomeration of things like microplastics, touching too many receipts, and just. I mean, I didn't eat the healthiest, but I didn't eat like garbage either.
Yeah.
So, and I've always been at least semi-decently fit.
I mean,
so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's possible that it's just something that's more inherent in my biology.
Yeah.
And I just have to deal with it.
Yeah, because usually your hypothalamus doesn't just have problems for nothing. Usually it's some kind of genetic marker or a defect or something's happened to you at some point that stressed it out and did damage to it. Yeah, it's. Have you been checked for any kind of growths or tumors or anything?
No.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Like my mom, she's got benign tumors in her head that mess with her outputs and stuff. But I don't know.
Is there like a standard screening for that, or
you just get a CT or an MRI? Actually, I do an MRI. I wouldn't fuck with CT unless I absolutely had to. Like I would request an MRI or an ultrasound because CT is that's damage to your body you don't need. They just do it because they can charge more for it, and it's honestly cheaper for them in the long run. But they make more money off of it because it's a radiological science. Yeah. Where the only thing you got to worry about with MRI is if you have any metal in your body. So
Yeah. Which I do in my right knee, but I'm told that it's not magnetic, so the MRI doesn't affect it.
Yeah, and usually implants and stuff that they do now, it's non-magnetic.
The technology's gotten a lot better.
Yeah. Yep. Chat, what's going on, guys? Hey, you guys want to see something super gay?
All right, I'm gonna answer this. So for those who don't know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on this stream. Don't have enough money for a down payment in a house for my house since I moved here yet. So this is my parents' house. This is yeah. So that was my mom opening up the door.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I honestly think that we should go back like a century or two as far as home life, and I think families should stay together longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's great when you can go out and you can afford shit on your own. I don't think people should be moving so fucking far away from their family that they don't get to see them hardly at all. Like, I think that's part of what is wrong with the nuclear family cohesion now too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just get the fuck away from your home and barely talk to your parents because you can do it on your own.
I mean, I consider myself just highly fortunate to have such a good relationship with my parents. I could do this, living in Wichita, I had lost my job. Was looking for other opportunities, but at some point, the money was running out over there, in kind of as because the urgency looking at my bank account was hitting. I asked my dad, can I move in with y'all for a bit and just sell my house? Because that mortgage payment, it would help me stretch the money that I got left a lot until I can find some work.
Yeah.
And I got very lucky that I think 2 days later I got a call for an interview for a job here. So I actually had a job waiting for me when I moved, thankfully. But paying for the move, I still don't have. I'm saving up, but I still don't have enough to get my own house, and I'm not gonna. The rent is high here, so I don't consider it worth it to get an apartment when my parents are right there and they don't care.
I honestly, dude, I wouldn't waste money on an apartment unless I absolutely had to, because you're literally just paying someone else money to pay their property tax or help them buy a huge piece of land, and then some. So it's not just. That's what a lot of people think. Oh, I'm just paying rent, and it's just how I got to do to have my place. Like, nah, dude, you're paying someone else's rent and giving them money to spend, because they're not just going to charge you the bare minimum to cover their rent and make a few dollars.
Or you mean their mortgage? You're paying somebody else's.
Yeah, you're paying their mortgage. Yeah. You're paying them to buy the land that you're renting. So, all right, guys. I found. Check out this gay ass shit right here. Look at this shit. How gay is that cake, guys? How gay is that cake? Like, look at that pink. There's gay candles. Hold on, let's do this right.
You need to retitle this stream as Cam's coming out stream.
Hey, why did I tell him that? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Look at that. So, yeah. So, look, I did that. I made that cake, and I made it for my daughter because it was her birthday party today, and I did the damn thing. And it took.
So you got the uneven bars and the balance beam.
Yeah, because she does gymnastics. So, and I did all of that. I made all that. The only thing I bought was the cake mix. And you know what? God damn, it is a good fucking cake. It is. It is delicious. I'm not kidding. This is better than any like fancy store cake I've ever had in my life.
What's the flavor?
It's vanilla buttercream.
Ooh, fancy.
Made it myself. For anybody out there who cooks, what I do is instead of using, like, I'm sure the fucking sugar in it does for damn sure, but instead of using regular table salt, I use a pink salt, and it gives it like, I don't know, it's like a different kind of sweetness to accompany the sugar flavor. It's fucking good. I'm not kidding. If I could, dude, I want to get us all together one day. Like me, you, Rob, Goodnight, Front Porch, and just like cook for you guys.
Do a Clout Goblin content house?
Yeah, man. God, dude.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. That is a damn good idea. That is a damn good idea. We don't need it. We need our own content house.
That's right. Been thinking about this all wrong. I mean, granted, I would still like if I ever got invited to Chrissy's content house. I'd die.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of old Chrissy, guys, did you know that Chrissy Mayer, she was on Jimmy Dore show, and I think like I would put Jimmy Dore show up there like above or equal to Gutfeld.
Rob is all over the gay jokes today.
Yeah, we'll have bratwurst and better cheddars and beer brats, all of the sausage, man. We'll have all kinds of sausage for everyone. We can show each other our favorite sausages, and we can see whose sausage tastes better. Like, guys, okay, look. If your stomach had a dick and you were eating this, you would be coming in your throat with reflux. Like, that's how good this is. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, what's up, Ronan?
Hey, Ronan.
Yeah, Nerdy's one of those customers, man. He's been waiting for them to fix the fuck up for a while, and I've been hounding their asses about it. And that's the kind of shit that pisses me off. Because Ronan's a good fucking dude. And he's good people, and yeah, I gotta get this shit fixed. It's pissing me off. But yeah, Clout Goblin content house. Like, what would our guest list be? That's like, obviously the people here.
Yeah.
And maybe we should be there.
That'd be an interesting experiment to just invite everybody but not show up ourselves and just see how just lock them in like that movie Saw 2, or was it 2, or where he locked them all in the same house or whatever.
I can't remember if it was the second one or the third.
Or the third. I think it was the second, but I'm not sure. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was the second one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll be there in spirit. You want to play a game? One of you is going to eat a lot of cum. Yeah. Let's see. So, boobs. Would have to get boobs to come.
Yes.
Because I mean, we need boobs too, right?
Always.
Gotta have some boobs there. Let's see.
How about our favorite tranny candidate?
Oh yeah, I would totally invite Forest Mommy. See, who would we invite that wouldn't come? That'd be the best. Yeah, we should do that though. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We'd have to find a place. Like, the real question is, where would it be?
Right. My vote would be for Orlando.
Well, I know what your hope is. See what, me and Boobs are in North Carolina. Front Porch
is in West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Rob's all the way down in Austin, Texas.
Is he?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Is that right, Rob? You're down in around Austin, right?
I thought he was Ohio.
You're in Ohio? Who am I? I guess I'm confusing with somebody else.
Nerdy's in Georgia.
Ruben. Ruben's in Orlando, right? Are you still in Orlando, Ruben?
Yeah, I think he came back to Orlando.
Okay. Good night. Good night is pretty far north, right? Aren't you? He's like in New. You're like in New.
He's in New York.
New York.
Yeah, pretty sure. Oh yeah, that's right. My bad, Rena. I guess you might be correct on that, since you're the one who lives there. Okay, God, I can't anymore. Jesus, it's so good though. It really is. Ah. Oh. Oh, damn, you're in CT. That's a good little piece. Ah, let's wash the sugar down with sugar. Num num.
Lots and lots of sugar.
Well, yeah, Ronan, come on, man. Yeah, you're getting an invite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Let's see.
See, if you did Florida, you could do it in the middle of the winter too. You wouldn't have to.
That is true. That is a very appealing. I would say summertime more north, summertime more south. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Depending on the area, like, another thing too is like, what's more affordable?
True.
Oh, geez, man. Damn.
Wait, see, you're in Florida? Whereabouts? Like Southern Florida, Panhandle, Central, close to Orlando?
Oh, Ruben moved again to Alabama?
Or he says he's thinking about. He said he might go to Alabama. He's still in Orlando. South Florida. Okay.
Oh man, what's on chat's mind tonight? Because we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
I guess we should let them know about the next couple weeks.
Oh right, yeah. I am going on vacation to Orlando, so I will be out the next 2 Saturdays.
And this homeboy has a lot of real life shit going on with some not fun court stuff with involving kids. So that has, like, I've been riding the line of insanity for a while now, because I really do believe that the court system in this small area is well, I mean, it's already proven that the court system is set up against the family anyway. But I've discovered something about the local lawyers and stuff around here that so one of the things is on procedure. I had a case, and it was a custody hearing, and they wanted my medical records for where I went through surgery and everything, and want to know what everything was and get all the medications and stuff like that. And I objected to it. And the subpoena they sent was sent to me. It was signed by the person's lawyer, not by well, we'll just say it was signed by the person's lawyer at that time. And I'm broke as fuck, so I ended up having to represent myself. But when they sent the subpoena, it was 10 days before the first hearing was supposed to happen. Well, I objected based on the fact that my medical records are personal and private, which is protected by HIPAA and some federal guidelines, and that it was incredibly specific compared to the initial complaint. The initial complaint literally just said that the other person should have custody full time, and that was it. Like there wasn't any. It was literally just said they should have full custody. Like that was it. And so went to the hearing on that. Judge asked for arguments, and here's where the interesting stuff comes in. So in North Carolina, it's different state to state, depending on where you're at. But in North Carolina, to subpoena someone's medical records, it has to be signed by either a judge or a court tribunal. It can't just be signed by a clerk of court or a personal lawyer. Again, the subpoena was signed by a personal lawyer. But what's funny was, in court, the lawyer, his argument was, and he stated the actual procedure. He's like, the courts can subpoena and request this stuff no matter what. And he's right. 100% absolutely can. But again, it wasn't signed by the court. So the other thing I found out since then is that the subpoena was sent to me, which automatically invalidated it because the subpoena is supposed to go to whoever's in custody of the patient's medical records. I'm not in custody of my medical records. I get like the summaries and stuff, but as far as the actual records themselves, it's held by my physician's office or the medical records office. So by being sent to me, not being the custodian, it invalidated it. Not being signed by the judge, and I now have paperwork from the medical records office that says that if they had received that subpoena, if they had actually sent it to them, they would have denied it immediately because it wasn't signed by a judge. So I've called around to a couple places to get some ideas on what their thoughts were and see if it would even be possible to afford something like that. And the interesting thing I found out about the procedure is every place I talked to, they said, well, I told them like, hey, they sent the subpoena to me. It wasn't signed by a judge, and they wouldn't have sent it anyway. It was the same story everywhere I checked. It's like, well, that's just how we do it around here. We've done that we do that all the time. We just send it to the person and they don't bring it in, and then they get in trouble. But that's not the actual procedure when it comes to the legal guidelines and definitions for things. So are they intentionally fucking people over?
Yes.
Like that's what it sounds like to me.
They absolutely are, and that's how lawyers tend to operate. They will rely on a lack of knowledge on your part to, even if they do it wrong, if you make a mistake, in response, they'll get you on that, and then end up getting away with their errors. If that makes sense. But yeah, they absolutely rely on that.
And it's crazy hypocritical too, because like you said, ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking it, unless it comes to them.
Mm-hmm.
The big problem for me is that dude's been a lawyer for 35 years. He fucking knows subpoena procedure. He's not an idiot. The judge knows. And to still push that and then pull the shit that they did, it's like, it's infuriating, depressing, fucking gut wrenching, and no, I am not a veteran. I am not nerdy. But yeah, like you talk about, like, everyone's supposed to have their fair trial and fair day in court, and from what I found out doing this stuff on my own, like, no, it's not, unless that's just like your side project and you know everything that you need to know, which, oh, trust me, I've learned fucking everything I need to know when it comes to the specifics of my stuff. Like, I don't know, man, it's just hard, because even now, even if I had the money to afford a lawyer, it's like, I'm probably not going to get what I want. They're not going to make the same arguments I would make, because they just want to play their game. It's
I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of what it takes to win, I think, sometimes, especially in the legal system.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I don't know, man. That seems like, it makes me wonder how many families and like parents have been fucked over because of how they want to do things and how they want to decree law from the bench, instead of actually following procedure and law and doing things correctly. Like, I get it. Not every, like, I don't know. It's fucking disgusting, man. Like, they'll shit on people just because they don't know all the ins and outs of things, but they'll whip it out on you and slap you with that big cock right in the face every chance they can. And I don't know. It's frustrating, man. Like, this is something that will eat away at your soul.
Did you see that was happening tonight, Cam?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I think it should have already started. It was supposed to start at 8 o'clock Eastern, I believe.
Yeah, it should have started already then. Oh, yeah, it is. It's on right now. I don't know, maybe. I'll pop in.
I might. I got to text a friend after this podcast. If she's available, we might do some writing on the script tonight. If not, then I'll pop into the member stream.
Yeah.
But she said just to text her after the podcast was over.
Oh, I'm gonna pop in and say hey. I don't know. I've just been, like, all this other stuff's got me, like, I haven't been even hardly thinking about the stuff other than doing the podcast every Saturday, and I'll have my moments where I'm feeling good about things, and then I'll get some stuff done. But I don't know. That's another thing too, man. Like, if you're feeling shitty, man, and you're depressed, you got stuff going on, stuff's eating away at you, you feel like shit's getting bad, fucking, that's the best time for you to talk to people. Go out with friends, go see family. Like, don't, like, sitting around is the worst fucking thing you can do. Yes. Most of us probably do it though.
Yeah. Self-isolation. Like, I do that a lot.
1000%. That's absolutely what I do.
I think that's how I avoided any of those low T behaviors, was when my T crashed, was just that I just avoided people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I think that's something we definitely need to change, because look at how the pharmaceutical companies are a bit preyed on that over the past 4 decades. 5, whatever. Actually, I guess it's been happening since the they used to do the advertisements for the vibrator things for women to help with their hysteria. You remember that shit?
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The overstimulator or some bullshit. I can't remember. Oh man. Flawed is on too. So we got Flawed and Chrissy. Yeah, I might pop in and say
Lots
hey.
on every day. Well, most days.
Yeah, he's Tuesday through Saturday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, always be doing something, man.
Sunday streams. Yeah.
The clitterator. It's called Bitch Be Gone. That's what it's really called. They went with clitterator after that. Hey, I am too, Rubes. I am too. Yeah. Yeah, so Crash is gonna be gone for the next 2 Saturdays. I really do need to focus on this court stuff coming up, so I might take off the next 2 Saturdays. I don't know, might pop on to do like some short shit, but I got shit I need to take care of. Like it's kind of serious. Like it's affecting people other than just me. And not gonna lie to you guys, I'm fucking terrified. It's fucking scary. Like fuck.
You said you weren't going to cry on stream, Cam. I'm just kidding.
I know.
You actually said the opposite, that you might.
Yeah. Like.
Oh man, my camera fell. Focus. It's trying.
Well, like.
Oh, well.
So I don't know how many of you are parents out there. But if you are, like, I don't care what parent you are, how your relationship is with whatever the other biological parent is. Like, you think about losing your kids at some point, whether it be through a freak accident or something like that, is something every parent will think about. And for me, it's like I've been with my daughter since day one. Like it was different with my son because controlling assholes are controlling assholes. And like she means absolutely fucking everything to me. And my son does too. But it's just different because I've been with my daughter every day. And I try to give her what I didn't have when I was growing up. Which don't get me wrong, it's not like my dad was a bad dad or my mom was a bad mom. It's just that, like, there were some guidance things that just weren't there. There was bad stuff that was happening that they didn't know about. And like I'm always talking to my daughter. I'm always open, I'm just honest with her about everything. And I mean, it's just little shit. Like, she's got 3 other family members over there, and she says she feels more alone there than she does here when it's just me and her. And it's fucking pathetic. And it makes me mad, and there isn't shit I can do about it right now. And it's just rough. It's fucking, it's pretty fucking brutal. And I don't know, like, that's what I was talking with Flawed last week, man. Like him and Mo, being together that long and going through all that bad shit and coming out on the other side and still being there right beside each other, like people highly underestimate what that is, like how much of a difference that makes in your life. And God damn it.
There's wants to know. I think she's told us on one of Chrissy member streams before.
Yeah, she turns 8 soon, and I don't know. It's just she's fucking scared to death. Like she does not want this to happen. Fuck.
So anyway, all of this was to kind of tell you that we're basically taking a couple of weeks off. I'll be on vacation, and Cam's got to focus on some real life shit.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's the way the fucking cookie crumbles sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn, this is a shitty way to end it.
I got some leftist memes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, hold on here. Don't have that many today, but I got a few. Number one. I don't know what's the obsession with just making up these long, like.
Why are those people?
Why do you have to have cis in front of heterosexual? It's just heterosexual. It's implied that it's normal.
Well, I don't understand why there's a bell curve. The left and right extreme are saying the same thing.
Right? Yeah, I know. It doesn't like that. This doesn't make a lot of sense, like at all.
No, not really. Like
basically, yeah, this is the MAGA person saying exactly what they're saying, but more precisely.
Yeah. Well, and that's another good thing Tim brings up too about this shit. It's all about the language, dude.
Yeah.
They bend and stretch and relabel everything to make it seem as innocuous as it can be, when it's not. When you look at it just brass tacks, like, what is this? It's fucking mostly what the right says, quote unquote, the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. This one was just pathetic. Like I mean, there's literally a meme about this, but it is not a Chad meme. Come on.
Yeah, no.
Does not fit.
All right, later. Good night.
All right, see you. Good night.
Yeah, that.
This is a feminist, obviously, meme.
Jesus.
It's honestly kind of sad that they're just afraid of all men.
Well,
I mean, I don't understand the graphic, to be honest. The graphic is just, what's the point of this? Just a woman's forehead. Why?
Well, for me, it's like it's showing how the brain is smaller. Like with that kind of thought pattern.
Right.
Oh my fucking god! I mean, at least wait. This is racist.
Right?
According to the left, this is racist. Does anyone else see it? It's not just me, right?
Say it in the chat if you see it. I definitely see it.
If you see it, say it in the chat. Going once.
Yes.
The whole fucking face.
Like
Oh
they drew this person like a monkey.
Yes, they did.
And then gave her a white kid for some reason.
Yeah, don't.
And it's just always just this conglomeration. It's MAGA, the white hoodie, the AR-15. It's every single thing that they have a problem with.
No.
I mean, and this is just absolutely false. There is nothing normal about these people from 10. They're nothing like the LGBT from 10 years ago. Hell no, they're not. I mean, for what? They weren't like.
No, sorry, dude. You're not normal. You're just outspoken about your proclivities. That's it.
Nothing normal about what's happening now.
You just feel safe saying, I like kids.
Oh yeah, you can see what I named it. Normal, sure. I just sort of. Now.
I mean.
Here's my thing. Yes, in that I'm all about, like, if there are abusers in the church, same treatment, wood chipper, in Minecraft, YouTube, whatever. But that doesn't dismiss the drag queens. So, why can't we just agree that it's bad no matter who's doing it? So
open this in Paint and put only in between aren't and drag.
Yes, that's how we fix it. All right, gotta make a note of that. That's what we need to start doing, is start fixing some of these. The ones that are fixable. This is definitely a fixable one.
Yeah. Or aren't just or only.
Or using children. Aren't just drag queens?
Oh, yeah, it should be only, because just would imply that the priests are also drag queens.
Yeah.
They're not just drag queens. They're preachers and stuff too. Like, no, they aren't.
There are some churches. Only. There are some churches that have kind of stepped out of the norm as well.
That's fucking true, man.
Oh God, I don't even want to talk about it.
Dude, Catholics are going to be going to communion and just get taking loads in the mouth. Oh, the Holy Spirit is in you. I mean, granted, they'll only be able to do like 1 or 2 a day. Well, I don't know. I guess you just line them
up. Well, maybe that's how confessional will go now. Confessional will just be a glory hole. But the unburst.
Oh, it's like, not already. Not already. Wait, what church did I go to? Hold on. Wait. That truck stop bathroom had a confessional booth in it. God damn it. Hold on. Someone lied to me as a kid.
All right, that's all I got for this week. I don't have a lot.
Yeah. I might do some game stream, guys. If any of you guys are interested in that. Oh man, where's Willie? Willie's not here tonight.
Oh wow, yeah.
Willie's usually always here. Man.
I unfortunately won't be able to game for a bit, at least not stream it. With the hard drive replacement, I lost all of my streaming settings, so I have to start from scratch on either Streamlabs or OBS. So it's going to take me a while to rebuild all that.
Oh. Yeah, it sucks. I need God, that's probably
But I could jump on, and you can just stream at some point. I'm still in town this week, so.
No, I'm thinking about the next couple of weeks. Like,
yeah.
I'm getting messages about using bad language on stream. Like,
wait, what?
One of my friends. She's like, stop saying GD. I understand. Listen, I'll say what I want to say. I'll blow who I want to blow.
Sounds like somebody needs to go back to confessional.
No, not if the glory hole's not. No, I'm not going back to that confessional, dude.
All right, no, you need to go. You need to go to confession. You don't need to go back.
Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go to an actual church this time for it. Maybe that trucker stop confessional booth isn't the best idea. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a strong whammon, which is a man now. I'm a man because I'm a woman I'm a man.
What is a woman?
Apparently, I'm a fucking woman.
We're all women now.
Yeah. LARPing is reality now. It's not the other way around.
I mean, just wait until.
Wait. I have some great relationship and pickup advice for all the single guys out there. Okay, this is.
Hold on. Let me get my notepad.
Yes, guys, write this down. Right, I'm telling you. Okay. Look, here's what you got to do. The next girl you see, if she's skinny and thin, dark hair, be like, holy shit. You're just as beautiful as Dylan Mulvaney.
That's right.
And, hey, it's not just for the skinny minis either. You see some thick girl, you go right up to her and say, damn, girl, you fine as Lizzo. Panties gonna drop, son. They're gonna drop.
Do this especially if they have blue hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can, if you're not picking up lefties. Here's what you do too. You record that shit. You record these interactions with these blue hairs, and then whenever they're like, "Go fuck yourself," you'd be like, "Hey, don't be a bigot. I'm just giving you a compliment, according to you." Oh, stream's over. That's the way to end it right there.
Yes, right there.
That's the way to end it right there. All right, everybody have a good weekend. If you're going out tonight, be safe. Have a good couple weeks. We're gonna take care of some shit. And, we'll come out on the good side of this thing. But you guys know where to find me. Crash, where they gonna find you at, buddy?
Crash Mondo JR, Twitter. You can follow me on Twitch. That might motivate me to build my Streamlabs again. Also, Minds. I do have a Minds account that I don't post to. I keep saying I want to change that though. I want to start using more alternative media just to give it some usage and get used to it.
I really think it's going to move more towards a decentralized thing. So
it needs to. It'll be good for just society in general. The market loves decentralization.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think, like, if I had a white pill, I'd say that's what it is. I see spaces like this growing more and more every day.
Mm-hmm.
You see more and more independent creators, and you see, like, what really needs to come back is small business stuff. It really needs to make a comeback. And if we can get that, then yeah, I think we'll come out on the better side of this god awful mess we're trudging through right now.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all later. So have a good one. It's been fun.